In today's tutorial we're going to work on the cotton bean stitch bag, and this is a cotton bag using Lily Sugar and Cream, or you could use Bernat Handcrafted Cotton. Today I'm going to show you the steps involved in order to make this bag, and I'm going to be making it live on camera with you as well. I've already got the main body done. We got to do the handles and then we got to put the base on it together. So let's get started. You'll need a 4mm size G crochet hook, and let's take a look at the yarn first. So let's take a look at the yarn. You only need one big ball, so whether it's Bernat Handcrafted Cotton or Lily Sugar and Cream, you're good to go, and one ball does one bag and you almost use up everything. So it's a great little way to do it. It's 100% cotton, so it'll last you almost forever, and I think that you'll enjoy it as well. And this particular stitch makes variegated look awesome, so if you're thinking about your variegation yarn, this is the pattern for that. So let's begin. So back to the sample here, we have a repeating rounds of 2 through 9, but we have to get through 2 through 9 to show you first, and then you keep repeating, 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 and repeating, and then you end up finishing on round number 9 here at the top. So once you get that done, then you're good to go. But what we have to do is that you have to be conscientious of these bean stitches that you see. So let's zoom in and let's show you more about that. So if you look at the bean stitch, you can see that they're leaning over on top of each other. So you're kind of leaning over, and then the next one leans back in the other direction, and the next one leans in the other direction. In order to get this, unlike a continuous bag where you go round and around, when you get to these bean stitches, the first one you're going to go around as normal as you would with the rest of it, but the second time you have to turn your work and go back in the other direction, and then when you get to the third one you turn the work and go back in the other direction once again, and then continue to go. So in order to get this middle one to be turning here, you have to make sure that you turn it and crochet from the opposite direction. So that's the only thing you really need to watch for. So I'm going to do a smaller sample with you on camera just to make sure we get through 2 through 9 pretty quickly. So to begin, you're going to chain a total of 100. A 4mm size G crochet hook is what I'm prescribing today. So I'm just going to do a smaller sample with you, but I'm going to show you something. So let's just chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We don't want to twist up our chain, so take this off and put the first loop on, okay, the first chain, and then continue along. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and go all the way to 100 like that, and then meet me back here. I'm just going to do a small sample, so I'm going to end here for my little sample because that's all I need to show you. So once you get your 100, obviously you'll have more than this. You're just going to yarning over and pulling it through and through, and because you left it on your hook, this chain should not be twisted, and if it is, you'll just have to self-correct right now. So let's begin round number 1. It's the only round that we don't have to do a repeat on in the future, and then rounds 2 through 9 is the repeat all the way to the top of the bag. So round number 1, we're going to chain up a total of 2, and this does not count as a half double crochet, and it never counts as a half double crochet throughout this entire project. Using the back loop or the back hump of the chain, I want you to half double crochet yourself into each one of the chains. So turning it over, you want to get the back loop of the chain, and if you just use one strand for the chain, it creates a perfect edge. So you just want to just get in there, slide it on, and half double crochet as normal. And you're just going to half double crochet into each one. Once you've done the first one on the back, the next one should be available to you. So I want you to half double crochet around your chain and meet me back here in just a moment. Once you come all the way back around, I want you to slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet. So if you chained a total of 100, there should be 100 of these half double crochets. Remember that the first chain 2 that you see here does not count as one of them, so make sure you don't accidentally count that as a stitch. Let's move it along now to round number 2. This is where the repeat starts for the remaining of the bag. So round number 2, easy peasy. You're going to chain 1 and do 1 single crochet in each of the stitches going all the way around. So just 1 single crochet in each, and then join it with the slip stitch to the beginning single crochet when you get back around, and I'll see you there in just a moment. So 1 single crochet in each. So once you come back around, you're just single crocheting right to the very end, and then just join to the first one with the slip stitch. So that was round number 2. So round number 3, we're going to make a little bit of a space indentation where the beans will sit in the future, the bean stitch. So let's begin to do that. So round number 3, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to single in the crochet in the same one you did the join, and then I want you to chain 1, skip 1, and single crochet into the next one after that. And I want you to do that all the way around. So chain 1, skip 1, and single crochet after that. So chain 1, skip 1, single crochet after that. Please do that all the way around. I'll see you at the end of this round for round number 3. So I'm coming up near to the end. I have to skip the last stitch and then just slip stitch to the first single crochet that you started with, and that was round number 3. So you have these chain 1 spaces now that you can see. So round number 4, we're now going to start the bean stitch, and let's start. We're going to chain 1, and what we need to do is that we are going to go into the next chain 1 space just right here, and you're gonna start the bean stitch. So you're just gonna go into the gapping space, pull the yarn through, you're gonna wrap the yarn and going into the same space, and then yarning over and pulling it through, and do that one more time. So yarning over into the same space and then yarning over, pulling through, and you have a total of 6 loops on your hook. So all you're just going to do is yarning over and pulling through all 6, and you're gonna lock that bean stitch with a chain 1. That's all there is. So you go to the next chain 1 space, so go in first, pull through. Next one you're gonna wrap, going into the same space, pull through. Do it one more time. So wrap and into the same space, pull through. You have 6 loops back on your hook, pull through all 6, and then you're going to chain 1 to lock it. So next one, in, pull through, next same one and same one, and then pull through everything, and don't forget to lock it with a chain 1. So please do that all the way around for round number 4. So you're continuing to bean stitch all the way around. I'm coming into the last chain 1 space, and I'm doing my final bean. Okay, and chain 1 to lock, and I want you to slip stitch now to the top of the first bean. Okay, so right to the top of the first bean. Now in order to keep the beans looking good, what we need to do is that we need to turn our project. So let's turn the opposite direction, and I'm just gonna flip it inside out because I would do that if I was you, and we're going to then start number 5. So in order to start number 5, we're going to chain 1 first, and where we want to start is that we want to start in the gapping space right here. So if you look at these beans, do you see that there's a gapping space right there? That's where we want to play. So we're gonna start in our first one, and we're just going to insert in, pull through, and put in our first set of beans. So let me just reset my hook. So we just go in, pull through, wrap, and then wrap, and then pull through everything and chain 1 to lock. So you advance to the next space. Do you see it there? It's right there. So in, and now because you've turned your work, these beans will lie in the opposite direction, which gives the look, and then lock it with a chain 1. So in, and you're gonna do that in each one of the spaces going all the way around. It's that simple. It's actually quite addictive because it actually looks really neat. So coming in, so I want you to do that all the way around. I'll see you at the end of this round. So as you come back around, you're still gonna go into this last one here. You can tell if something is missing. It's the nice thing about this particular stitch. Lock it and then join it to the top of the first bean stitch that you had. So now we have to turn away and go in the opposite direction. So just turn it, flip it inside out, and now you're back to the way that you started. So let's begin our final one of the bean stitching. Okay, so we're going to just chain up 1 to begin, and in the same space, in gapping spaces, the first one, it may not be so obvious, to just stick in your hook there and just begin to do your first beans. And don't forget to lock it. And then just advance. So you see the gapping space, and so you're just gonna bean again in this direction, and so there's gonna be 3 rounds of beans, and then we switch to something else. So this is what creates those bands of beans that you see that's in the bag. So please go all the way around doing the bean stitch once again. So as we come around to the end of round number 6, we're beaning into the last one, and then just joining it to the top of the first bean. So the bean stitch is now complete, done for this band. So you see 1, 2, and 3. So let's begin round number 7. If you remember, we did a single crochet, chain 1, and we skipped 1, and then we have another single crochet where it suspends this bean stitch. Well, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do it on this side. So you're gonna chain up 1, and in the same one that you did the join, I want you to single crochet. Now I want you to chain 1 and go to the next gapping space and single crochet. Then chain 1, go to the next gapping space and chain 1, and you're creating the same look on this side of the bean stitch. So chain 1 and then go to the next gapping space and do that all the way around for round number 7. When you get all the way back around, remember that you single crocheted into this first space over here, and remember that you have this section right here. So you don't want to add an extra stitch by accident. So after you chain 1, just skip on over and just do a slip stitch right to the top of the first one that you had. So that will bring you back in balance. So now we're gonna move on to round number 8, which you kind of already know. So chain up 1, and you're going to single crochet in the same one as the join, and then in the chain 1 space I want you to put in a single crochet. So the next single crochet, put 1 in, and the next chain 1 space, put 1 in. So you're gonna just single crochet in each chain 1 space and single crochet going all the way around. So as you come all the way back around, don't forget that chain 1 space is there, and because you started in the first single crochet and then just join it. So now this is going to be round number 9. So join with the slip stitch. So round number 9 is the end of the repeat, which is now. So we're gonna chain up 2, does not count as a half double crochet, which I told you already before. And so each stitch is going to get 1 half double crochet. And that's all you're just gonna do. So what we need to do is that we're gonna do this, and then we just repeat rounds 2 through 9 over and over, and you will repeat them a total of 4 more times after you did this section. And you're gonna end up finishing at the top of your bag, and you're gonna finish with a half double crochet round, which you're seeing right now, which is round number 9. So what I want you to do is that I'm just gonna finish this round. We'll just kind of quickly recap, and then we're gonna go for the base of the bag to seal it up. So when you get all the way back around, just a slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet, and then you're just gonna repeat then going back from rows rounds number 2 through 9. So it's gonna be single crochet, it's gonna be the single crochet with the gap after that, it's gonna be 3 beans, it's gonna be single crochet with the gap, single crochet solid, and then half double crochet. Please do that for a total. You'll have 5 bands of that, and then we're gonna go to the base of the bag next to show you how to seal it. So right here we have the base of the bag. So this is what it looks like. This is where we started. So when you technically were crocheting, you started here and you worked your way up. So now I got it upside down, and I'm looking at the base of the bag, and what I want to do is join new yarn, and I want to join it to where we start here. So what we can just do is at the first round we can just do a single crochet. So let's do that. Let's get that nice and tight. So just join it with the slip stitch, chain 1, and do 1 single crochet in each one of the stitches going all the way around. Now because you went in the back hump of the stitch, you will see that you got a perfect looking stitch here, even though it's the bottom side of the project. So just 1 single crochet in each going all the way around. So just coming to my last stitch all the way around, and now we're going to just do a reduction, and then we're going to then stop and then just sew the bottom of the bag. So we're gonna chain up 1, and I want you to single crochet in each of the first 2. So 1 and 2. And then I want you to put the next 2 together. So just put those together, single crochet 2 together. If you're new to crochet, let me show you. So you go in, pull through. If you go to the next one, pull through. You got 3 loops, pull through all 3. Now go to the next 2 by themselves, 1 and 2, and then the next 2 together. And what I want you to do is do that all the way around, and it will condense this and it'll cause it to kind of buckle in towards the middle, and then we're going to sew the base of the bag shut. So just 2 a row and then the next 2 together. Please do that all the way around. So the last stitches are 2 together. Now because you had 100 in a round, everything was working out to the sets of 4 that we were just doing. So I want you to join it to the top of the first single crochet. Now we want to use this remaining strand, just get a whack of it and just cut it, and we're going to use that then to sew the bag shut. So just pull that loop through, and then we're gonna use that strand. So let's just fold this down. So you just want to fold it in a way that it makes sense. Sometimes this here I really can't tell where the slip stitching is, so I don't think it matters for me where I fold it. But if you have an obvious line, maybe you weren't so careful or whatever, you want to put that towards the side of your bag so it's not so obvious. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna fold it here and we're gonna cover whip stitching next. So now that I determined where I wanna fold it, I wanna fold it inside out now, and I want to whip stitch so it's on the inside. So I'm just keeping kind of a mental inventory where I wanted that, and so that I can see it. Okay, so here we go. So the whip stitching, when you go to do it, the extra piece of it will appear on the inside of the bag. So just turn it in a way that it makes sense for you. I like to whip stitch going in this direction, so I'm just gonna turn it, and then I'm looking at the inside of the bag. So once I get this done, I'm just gonna flip it the other way. So let's get our yarn ready now, and let's begin to do the whip stitch. So let's begin. I'm going to put the other side of this strand on the tapestry needle, and folding it in half, I want to work my way across. So just go on to one side and then just scoop it and get the other side and just pull through. And what I want to do is that I want to match the stitches up to each other. So just going to the next stitch here, and then going to the next stitch on the other side, just going through and just pulling it up over it. So this is called a whip stitch. I use this most often when I'm working in tutorial work as well as my personal life when I'm doing crochet stuff. So just going and matching across, and I wanted to do that all the way across. Okay, once you get to the other side, you just want to just work it in a way that it will tie itself into a little mini knot. This is the inside of the bag, so you won't see it. And then to really get rid of it, you just want to glide it in the inside of this. So you want to stay to this side of the project. Don't let it go all the way through, and go through a total of once. So when I say go all the way through, don't let it sink to the other side, because that's the good side. So you're gonna go through once, you're gonna come back in the other direction for twice, and then finally back in the other direction a third time. So 3 times is a charm. So what I want you to do is that we're going to flip this bag. So we're just gonna trim these, and then we're gonna flip this bag so that we're looking at the good side once again, because we're looking at the inside of the bag right now. So this whip stitching will be on the inside. So let's just zoom out a little bit and just flip it the other direction. And now you have the base of the bag that's at the bottom. Right here, see? Nice. Very nice. Excited. Okay, so now what are we missing? We're missing some handles, aren't we? So what I want to do then is that we're going to start creating some handles. We just need 2 of them. Very simple. If you like single crochet, you're good to go. And this is what it looks like so far. So to keep this project more affordable, I'm keeping the same yarn because you're using the same ball of yarn, and we're going to do 5 rows back and forth with single crochet, and then the 6th one we're gonna just attach the one side to create a tubular look. So this is actually a tube when you go to look at it from that point of view. So let's learn how to do this, and then you're making 2 of these, and these are really quite simple, and then we're gonna attach them to the bag. So let's do that next. So let's begin to start and do the handles. So we're gonna just start off with a slip knot, and you need to chain a total of 100. Of course I'm not gonna do 100 with you because I don't need to. So just chaining 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you're gonna go all the way to 100 and just put me on hold here, and then I'll show you what to do. So now you're going to go second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, and I want you on the back loop or the back hump of the chain, I want you to single crochet all the way back across your chain. So you'll have a total of 99 stitches when you get all the way back to the other side, if you want to really count, but you really don't need to. So just single crochet back across your chain. So once you single crochet all the way back, you're gonna turn, chain 1, and you're going to do 1 single crochet in each of the stitches going all the way across, and this is row number 2. So we need to do a total of 5 rows back and forth with just single crochet. So the first one across the chain was number 1, and then this is number 2. And what we're doing is we're creating a flat banding area that we will fold in half and then secure to provide extra strength for the handle. So when you get to the other side, turn your work. This is number 3, row number 3, chain 1, single crochet into each, and please do this until you get 5 rows complete, and then we'll take it from there. So once you get your 5 rows complete, you'll be at the end of the row. We have 5 rows. So what you're going to do now is turn your work and slide into the first one. Notice I did not chain 1 first. Just fold it in half and go into the other side and keep the straggler out of the way, and you're just gonna put them together as a single crochet. So once you get the first one together, it's kind of folded in half already, so go into the next one on the one side, next one on the other, and single crochet. So you're just gonna match these up going all the way back down, and so this will create a nice strong handle for you. So that's all you need to do, and then when you get to the end, just fasten off. I want you to do 2 of these handles. So you're gonna chain your 100 to restart again if you haven't done so already, and then you would do your 5 rows of single crochet, fold it in half, and then single crochet it shut. So please do that for your handles, and next time we're going to come back, we're going to start eyeing up the handles and see where we need to place them. See, that's all there is to it. So you have a round tube, and then it's extra room to grab. So just, you can leave on an extra long yarn tail if you want to use that to sew in as well. No big deal. So let's do that next. So now we have to line up our straps. So this is flat here, so it's laying flat. So now I want to put my straps. So you can eye it up. I'm just gonna do about 4 fingers worth from the edge. From the one side, the scissors are kind of 4 fingers worth. So all I'm just going to do is I'm gonna mark the stitch with a stitch marker. It helps me line this up better. And then I'm gonna do the other side. So if I know the scissors are the right size, then I'm just gonna lay the scissors down on the other side and then put the other one in. And then I'm gonna eye it up to make sure that it looks fine. And of course you can always change directions if you have to, like as far as like if you don't think it's good enough. And that's good. So now that I've got that eyed up, I want to just go and I want to get the ones in the back. So just flipping both pieces up and just going towards the back side exactly where it's matching up, and put the other stitch marker in. And then flip the other one back up. And so now I know exactly where I want to sew my handles to. So let's do that next. So now I want to sew the handle to the bag. So what I want to do is that I want to flip up the front one here so that I can see the back one. And that red is indicating kind of like a middle point of where I want to go. And I want to go about 1 inch down. My thumb is about 1 inch. And what I'm going to do then is this strand I left on when I was finishing up. And so I'm just going to drag it through the project. And because I'm using the same color yarn, I can get away with that pretty easily. And then coming back out on the other side. Just going back and forth. So what I want to do is that I want to rotate exactly around this handle. Like so, I want to come up and around. I don't want to hit the top edge at all, so I want to keep that top edge as if it's untouched, because it should be, and just continually sewing it. Once I get to the top, I'm just gonna work my way across. I've been working on a lot of bags lately. I've just been on a bag kick. I don't know why. I like that it's a simple project I can do in front of the TV. So maybe that's my answer. So I'm just continually going in and out, and then I'm coming back down. And then what I would do to finish it off is that I would go across the center of this. So right in the middle. Make it nice and secure. I don't know what you're gonna put in it. So once you think you're done, just come back to the inside here, and I want you to tie it so that it ends up in a little bit of a knot here in the back side. So staying on the back. And now you can go in and out your total of 3 times like I've shown you before. So 1, 2, and 3. Now that you got your first one in, let me just check it. See, you can barely notice it's even there because it's variegated. So now that we can get rid of that yarn strand. So what I want you to do is, now that we've got that one in, follow this up, make sure it's not twisting at all, and then secure it down to the other side. You'll need probably a fresh yarn strand for that, but once you get that one done, fasten it at the same spot, and then I need you to flip the bag over, and then so that you can see the underside of these ones from this point of view, and then you're gonna sew them both together. So when we come back, we'll quickly review. So now that my second side's in, I want to turn it over. Look at that, eh? That's great. And now I'm gonna flip this over, and now I can see the other two, and then I'm going to grab the new one. I might as well grab the one with the longer yarn strand, and then attach and attach, and then I'm good to go. So please do that, and I'll see you at the end of this tutorial. So my new bag is now ready. I've got my bean stitch and this is awesome. I got my handles. I'll show you how much yarn I had left. So I had a really big ball, as you saw, and this is all that I was left with. So there's probably maybe enough to do a really small dishcloth, but I wanted to really design this so that you didn't have to buy too much yarn, and basically one ball equals one bag. So this is now the new cotton bean stitch bag, and this is one of my own designs, and I hope that you enjoy, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.